We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go in Western New York. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Half 85, half 85. Hey, tight. Alert, alert, alert. Gun.
Allen now on 2nd down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Green alert. Regular. What's that?
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 21. Good for a Raider 1st down. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dokta Strange. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll run with Genti. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ashton Genti. Touchdown, Vegas. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now Allen on first down. Moving outside the pocket. First down throw there is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Here's their punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards.
First down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run the toss to Genti. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Zach Barr, the all-pro, makes the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. T.J. Sanders In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
Third and long.
Check smash. Check smash. Track at 60. Hut, go.
He'll look to throw. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. To the air is Allen. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Fourth down. Here's Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ground 80! 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Alert!
Allen gonna throw again. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Campbell. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Jordan Burks that time to make the tackle. 2nd down, they need 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play there for the Raiders. 37 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown Raiders. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point is good. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one.
First and
Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. And he looks past the 40. Taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He finds the receiver. It's Trey Harris. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is brought in. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this game.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll run. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's fourth and goal. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down's looming. Allen going to throw for it. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Bills. That's his third touchdown of the game. And it adds up to 16 now on the season.
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
To throw here to begin the drive. Going for it all. He's got it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
Las Vegas, first down. First down, Las Vegas.
Back to throw. This one caught at the 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll drop to throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. Man, he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Play action now, and here's Allen. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Receiver in motion, headed left. On the ground, it's Genty to start the throw. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The free agent signing, Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, brings him down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground with Genty. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Maxwell Hairston there to make the tackle.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. First and 10.
First down, Raiders.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. It's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's Genty. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Bills will take over at their own 14-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
That is hard. And he will take this one in. 86 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On the return, here comes Campbell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and a yard. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On the run to the right. Off he goes. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And the Raiders first down.
To the air now on first and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far. And I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Big play to begin this fourth quarter. They run on third down. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
It's fourth down.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That one caught. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw on first and 10, Allen. Open man is Horton. It's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now a shot here, deep middle. This is intercepted. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now faking the give. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And the Bills are going to get the football at their own 23.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Allen on 1st down. Again, working deep downfield. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A gain of 57 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Out to his right, taking off.
1st and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short.
No gain on the play.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down. to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good, and the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Ready? 56.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. He may go, and he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Campbell. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a gain there of 26 yards. All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Mitchell. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Play action, he'll set up to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage.
38.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Off 52. Is it?
Off the play fake, it's Allen. Pushed out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.